Hello all. Now we'll discuss the state of industry at the time of independence and also the state of industry between 1947 to 1990, right? Yes. At the time of independence, our industrial base was very weak. I explained the reasons for this in my previous videos, so please do visit them. Then it was confined mostly to cotton, textiles and jute. Industrialization was confined only to the cotton textiles and jute industries. And there were only two well managed iron and steel firms. So apart from this, there were no industries in India at the time of independence. And the another aspect is 70 to 80% of the population were dependent on agriculture. Okay, so there was a need for establishment of wide variety of industries. What is the meaning of wide variety of industries? Capital good industries and consumer good industries, etc. So that the country can become self-sufficient. Okay, as we discussed in our earlier classes, Britishers deteriorated the India's economic structure and we have adopted crippled economy, an economy with no industries. Okay, an economy which is only a raw material supplier and an importer of goods from other countries. And there were great challenges in front of the then political leaders of India. Okay, and they mainly emphasized on making India self-reliant. Okay, so they identified the significance of industrial development in India to make India self-reliant. So now we'll discuss the importance of industry in any country's economy, not only in India. Why the industrial development plays a significant role in the process of making an economy productive and developed, right? Yes. First point, industrial development is required to ensure structural transformation of economy. What is the meaning of structural transformation? As we discussed in our previous classes, economy has three main sectors: primary sector and secondary sector and tertiary sector, right? So the structural transformation means movement of workforce from the primary sector to secondary sector and tertiary sector. As we know that at the time of independence, 70 to 80% of the workforce in India were in primary sector. Okay, and in order to move this workforce from the primary sector to secondary sector and to the tertiary sector, the structural transformation is necessary. For that, industrialization was taken up. So that is the meaning of structural transformation of economy. So distributing the workforce uniformly in all the sectors, right? So the next point is industries act as important source of employment and the surplus labor in agriculture sector will be absorbed by the industrial sector, right? So this is the another thing. And for mechanization of farming activity, industrialization plays a crucial role, because for mechanization, farm equipment is needed. In order to manufacture the farm equipment, industries are necessary. So such type of industries are called as the capital good industries, right? And industry basically imparts dynamism to the growth process. Yes or no? And industrialization makes human wants endless and promotes consumerism. I think you understood this point. And with industrialization, need for economic infrastructure and communications along with the need for social infrastructure like schools, colleges arise and leads to the overall development process. Yes or no? What is the meaning of this economic infrastructure? Economic infrastructure means roads, railways, airports, waterways, and capital good industries, so which produce the goods as well as which assists in the production of goods are called as economic infrastructure. Then what is social infrastructure? Education, health, schools, etc. come under the social infrastructure. Okay, this industrialization needs the skilled labor. So this social infrastructure will provide skilled labor to industrialization. Therefore, we can say that industrialization leads to the development of economic infrastructure as well as social infrastructure. Therefore, we can say that industrialization plays a crucial role in the development of any country's economy, not only India. Therefore, in all 5-year plan periods in India, money is allocated, or the resources were allocated for the development of industries in India. For example, BHEL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited HAL, and Steel Authority of India Limited SAIL, and remaining all public sectors were the result of industrialization, right? And from 1950 to 1990, the government of India has given much priority to the public sector. Okay, so why public sector was given prominence in India? Why the private sector hadn't been given much prominence in the period of 1950 to 1990? So these aspects we are going to discuss in the next video, right? Yes. Thank you very much.